It doesn't have to be a bad day, though I am not great. Even though he left me undelivered the night of our date. My buddy is single and he is not doing well. But we'll all feel better at the ringing of our church bell. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. He is gonna share his greatest advice. To him we give glory. Doesn't matter if you've been cheated on 14 times, he will forgive you for all your simping crimes. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. We're the DownBad Patrollees. It doesn't have to be a bad day if they turn you down. If you shoot your shot, Father, and we will be so proud. Just no incels, incest, weird shit with your pets, killing spiders, starting fires, sounding 50 at recess. No begging in the chat, no fedora hats, don't let your day walk all over you like you are a doormat. No co-leaders, we are great secret keepers. Father will do his best to stop you from being a people pleaser. Come in and have a good time, call him up and get in line. After Father, we all pine communion, but without the wine, we promise it will be just fine, cause he is the divine. This is your sign to join the DownBad Hotline. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. He is gonna share his greatest advice. To him we give glory. Doesn't matter if you've been cheated on 14 times, he will forgive you for all your simping crimes. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. We're the DownBad Patrollees. Our Father who art in Chicago, bestie be thy name. It doesn't have to be a bad day, though I am not great. Even though he left me undelivered the night of our date. My buddy is single and he is not doing well. But we'll all feel better at the ringing of our church bell. Father.
Hi guys, how we doing? I have a little bit different garb today. And the green screen's being a dick. Go away, church dust. God damn, hold on. No. Okay, fixed. Guess I had to do an explosive recorrection. How everybody doing? Theme song is goated. Best theme song in the game. Not gonna lie. Why can't I call? Because I'm not live yet, JCom. Wild username. Gotta give me a little bit of time to get set up. Say hi to everybody. It's only been live for 3 minutes. Gotta let people show up. Gotta be nice to everybody. A lot of first-time chatters today. I got a notification. Yes, you did. Because I'm live. That's why you got a notification. How is everybody? Looking a little more sharp? Thanks. I did a lot of on-the-street stuff today, so. Hi! Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned a lot. Sorry, I'm having a little snack. Excited to be here. Could be better, Father. I got a hell of a story for you today. Alright, let's go. Just want to make note that today... Oh, why am I so tiny? Today is the day we launch our Patreon. Link should be in bio. If not, we'll get it over to you. You don't have to sub anymore here. You can. I'd appreciate it. But subs to Patreon, you'll get shit out of it instead of just giving me internet money on Twitch. A lot of you sub here. This Mexi Tater Tot, the Victim Gamer, all that stuff. It is only you who runs this channel? Question mark, exclamation point, question mark? Technically. Other people do. I mean, they run like the Instagram and stuff, but I edit. I do this. I make all the content. Yes, that's me. What is going on with the green screen? Hide my face. Bring it back. Why is it bugging out? It's frustrating me. I'm a man of the cloth. I can't get that angry. Hold on. Why would it not? I know I was out on the street and I did some stuff. There we go. Kind of fixed. Now it's the bottom that's the issue. Hold on. No, stop it, you idiot. Alright, and then we'll do this. And now it's back to the top, so we'll do this. And now it's all fucked up. I'm so angry. Immediately so angry. Give me a sec, folks. That'll do. Boom. Alright, fixed. Kinda. Whatever. We'll just have like a ring of creepy green screen floating. Let's open up the lines, talk to some folks. What did I miss? Absolutely nothing. You missed the green screen tweaking out. I'm in a little bit of a different outfit. I literally ran from on the street to here, so. Be right there to pick up that phone call.
Call from
Sean.
Sean, how we doing?
Hey, this is the Guitar Center guy again.
What's up?
Ever since last time, I think last time I got advice, was talking about like getting out, like finding more places to meet people and stuff and all that.
Right.
I wouldn't say I've had a relapse per se. I've just okay. So it was about that same person at my job.
Right.
Who I talked to and all that. So recently, like, she actually doesn't work there anymore. But like, cause she was like, yeah, I'm not gonna be here for all of June. But like, I still text her and talk to her and stuff. That's still cool. And I was telling myself, I said I should try and hang, all this time up because I've been so focused on work, and I really have, because like I got a lot of students to teach. But recently I was just like, like maybe like, because I kept for some reason just never making any effort to hang out with her or anything.
Right.
I was like, maybe I should try, and I just really wanted to know if that's kind of a bad idea.
If you should try again with her or not?
Yeah.
Honestly, dude, move on. Not in like a way that you're doing something wrong, but you'll have way higher success rates if you just look at someone else. Getting stuck on someone and just keep pushing it, like the chances go down, but you're just wasting time that you could be putting into someone else. And I know it seems easier because you already have a connection, but there's like, that song, Reunited, and it feels so good. That's just because it's easier. That's why it feels so good. It feels good because you already are familiar with it. It's always better to just go out and find someone else.
Well, I guess I'm still working on that part.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. You got to do it. But I promise you, once you get in the groove of things, you'll be 100% in a better place.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. I'll try my, I said I don't see how it works, so that does help.
Okay. Well, yeah, there's that. Just take the time, sniff around, all right?
All right.
Bless your heart, my guy. Welcome, everybody. So I go about asking this guy for advice. So probably how is what you're asking. Give that number a ring up there. Also, now that we have these people here again, Patreon! We have the Patreon open. Links in pretty much everywhere. I mean, find a link. Go on TikTok. It's probably in the Twitch bio. Subscribe to the Patreon. You'll get a free third stream. Very personal. It's a Discord that I'll be more active in and actually take advice. And there's some other things too. You get to vote on what we do, new segments. I'm
Call
not center.
from
James.
two.
Hey James, how you doing?
How's it going, Father?
What can I do for you, bud?
So this is actually my first time joining in on the stream. I've seen some of your TikToks before, and I was like, fuck it, I'll give it a go.
There you go.
Haven't really talked about it. Is there like a time limit?
I mean, there's like a 5-minute time limit.
Okay. I won't use that long.
Okay.
So I've had this friend for quite a while, and she's absolutely great. And it's kind of weird to talk about, actually. I've had feelings for her for a long time now.
Okay.
I feel like she's probably in the know on that. She's like 2 years older than me, something like that.
Okay.
Just any advice on how to stop feeling that? Because it's just never going to work.
Well, if it's never going to work, there's no way to stop feeling that. The only way to stop feeling that is either to remove yourself from the situation or to go for it. And I would say, because it's never going to get better. So here's the thing. Bad news, Barry over here. But you got to either make the move or don't, but you're going to have to remove yourself because these feelings aren't going to like fade over time. They might over a long period of time, but you're not going to develop as a person during this amount of time, and it's going to be a while. You've been friends for a while, and you're going to feel like this for a long time, and it might even get worse, the feelings, to the point where you resent her and you can't stand, not like hate her, but you know what I mean. You're going to resent the relationship because you just bring so much turmoil to your life. So, with that being said, I'd much rather, you said it's not going to work out, that's fine, but you're going to remove yourself from the situation one point anyways. You might as well, try and get something out of it, even if it's a 1% chance.
That's an interesting perspective.
Because, listen, there's been so many people call in all the time after I already told them this, and I've seen it happen in my life. Like, if you're really good friends with someone and you have such a bad, loving crush on somebody, it's not, like, you're not going to wake up one morning and be like, oh, never mind. Like, your chemicals in your brain are pointed towards this person. Those chemicals take a wildly long time to fade. And then, it usually, she starts dating someone else or something like that, and you just lose your mind over it. Like, it's not good.
Oh, yeah, it's been soul-crushing.
Exactly, and that's not going to get better. It just won't. So I would suggest making the move, but until you remove yourself from the situation, you're not going to even be able to keep your eyes open for other people or other relationships that might come away because you're so focused on one person. So those are your two options.
So I've been pretty self-aware on that, I guess, and it's not like I've completely taken myself off the market for other girls. I still go on other dates and.
But are you comparing them
things
to this
of
person?
that nature? Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. That's the issue.
Nobody really compares.
So there you go. Someone does compare. So you got to realize that. I know you feel like it doesn't compare because you have exposed yourself over and over again. I don't want to call her a virus, but it's like sleeping on the pillow that you had the flu on. You're going to be sicker for longer. You're stuck in this. But dude, there are 7 billion people on this earth. 100 million are fit for you, I bet. 100 million speak English. 100 million are your type. You just got to keep your eyes open. And you're not going to be able to do that if you keep comparing to the one person that you're already super familiar with. People suck when you just meet them. They're empty husks. You got to break that nut. And you're already really good friends with this one person. You got to become really good friends with someone else.
Sounds like a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. That's the worst part. Dating sucks. Dating sucks. It's so much work and very little payoff. It's constant heartbreak. But that's what you're going to have to do to get out of this shitty situation. But like I said, shoot the shot. You should shoot the shot.
I will definitely think about it. The thing that I feel like I'm struggling with the most is I'm a very what's the word? Very
introverted?
No, I don't. I've never
had like any feelings for any one woman ever until this one came along. Like I've never had any problem just like completely and totally just like cutting any of them out for any given reason at any point in time.
Right. I mean,
And I'd say probably like December-ish, I like separated myself, kind of like you're advising, and went like a month without talking to her, without starting the conversations, I guess. And at that point, she was like, "Hey, yo, what's the problem? Why are you not talking to me?" And I kind of tiptoed down the road a little bit, and it didn't look like it was going to go my way.
Yeah. You're stuck, dude. I'm telling you. I know. So I've been in your position before. There's not a lot of people that grind my gears. There's a lot of pretty girls. That's fine. But like in terms of personality, in terms of people I actually enjoy, I'm very specific. And it's like once in a blue moon, someone I actually enjoy comes along. But they do come along. I know you say you're going on date stuff, but you're comparing it, and it's like 1 month. Yeah, you had that conversation, but there was a girl that I was so in love with in college. So in love with, and it wasn't gonna happen, and I walked away, and now she'll hit me up every once in a while like, let's hang out, and I'm like, oh, maybe. Like I used to jump at that chance, and now like she's not even on my radar anymore. It's gonna take longer than a month, but you got to get out of this situation, my guy. You're stuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
I appreciate talking with you, Father.
No problem, bud. Have a good one.
You too.
That's a toughie. Thank you for the subs. I would suggest instead. Oh, those are Prime subs. I get it. I get the Prime subs. But if you're gonna give me a real sub, perhaps subscribe to the Patreon. You'll get shit. You get stuff if you do the Patreon. Here, I think you just get some emojis. But I'll take the Prime subs. I appreciate that. I appreciate your Prime subs. Oh. Someone gave me a regular sub. CeeLo. Thank you. I suggest the Patreon.
Call from Bobby.
Hi, Bobby.
Hey, Father. How's it going?
Good. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm in a bit of a predicament, and I could use some input.
Sure.
Okay, so the last time I called, I told you that I had a crush on a bartender, and I got your advice about it.
Right.
This is essentially the situation. So I've never said this on stream or told you this, but I'm like non-monogamous at this point in my life.
Okay.
And the guy I have a crush on, the bartender, he doesn't know that because it's never come up in conversation. But so far, for the I don't know, 2 months, he's been giving me a bunch of mixed signals. He suggested picking me up to take me shopping to go get a new computer because I said I wanted to get one.
Right.
He asked me for my Instagram. He asked me out to lunch, and we set up a tentative date. And then I messaged him 2 different times, once about going shopping for the computer and once about going out to lunch like we had planned, and he left me on red. And then when I ended up seeing him later, last weekend I saw him after he left me on red for 5 days, and he was like, "Hey, Bobby, I'm sorry, I guess." He's like, I don't mean to be an asshole, but I guess I am. And I was like, yeah, maybe a little bit. And
yeah.
He seemed upset about it. And I was like, dude, it's fine. You have no obligation to me. It's cool. And he explained that he gets anxious making plans and shit. So all that being said, I've been trying to get over him because obviously he's not given what I'm looking for. He's being really wishy-washy. And
right.
If he wanted to, he would. And but the thing is, he works at my bar that I go to all the time. I've been going there since before he even started working there. And that's my home base as an alcoholic, and I don't know what to do. I'm so scared to go there now because if I get drunk around him, I don't know, I might say something stupid, but I also don't know if I should be just lay out all the cards on the table and be like, hey, we haven't talked about this, but I'm non-monogamous, and if you ever want to have some adult fun, hit me up. But aside from that, I don't know.
Yeah, fuck it. I mean, so. First of all, you shouldn't let him dominate. Don't feel weird about going into it. He's the one who said, no, just because he gets all wishy-washy and shit. But he was interested at one point. Like, there's nothing that's should stop you from going to this bar. Fuck him. Like, even if he's a little awkward about it, he's just the bartender. And he's kind of a dweeb for that. But two, do that. Fuck it. You know what I mean? He's a man. Men are simple. Just, if you don't want to, don't do it. But if you get drunk and say some shit, yeah, let him know that that's the case. Don't let him know that you're like, hey, you're looking for a date or whatever. Like, I'm just looking for slamming.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll say it in those terms, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And if he's uncomfortable with it, back off. But regardless, humans are humans. Let him know. I wouldn't feel any shame in this situation. Plus, he was like the one asking a girl to go get like a computer with you and shit. Like and then asking you out for lunch and shit. Like he was interested at one point, and then he did that thing that almost every person does on this goddamn show when they make plans and they bail out at the last second. Such a constant thing.
Story of my life the last 6 months. It's so frustrating.
It's so weird. I think COVID has a big thing to do with it too, where people just forgot how to be people for a little bit. It's a huge issue, especially with the internet age. But regardless, go get it done.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Father. I always appreciate your input, and it's always good chatting with you.
No problem. See you, Bobby.
All right. Bye.
She's always so smucky. We have someone sub. Falone. Camille. Regular subscribe. Don't do that. Do the Patreon. Don't use your real money here. You get stuff on the Patreon. I'm telling you. Appreciate the chat, Father. Just nice to actually talk about it for once. There you go. Get it off your chest. Father, you have helped me greatly through my... Oh, no. Did I miss that call? Damn, I'm sorry. Through me hearing stories, I've started talking to 3 girls, and I've been using the advice you're given. Well, don't have your eyes too big for your stomach there, pimp. 3 girls at once?
Call from
Noah.
Noah, how we doing?
I'm doing all right, Father. Just requesting a little bit of advice.
Sure.
So I'm a junior in high school, and I have a massive crush on this one girl. And she's really nice. I've known her for the longest of time, and recently she's been showing signs more and more that she might like me back, which is terrifying.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure what to do about it. I don't know if I should go for it type deal.
You should always go for it. Get that in your head. But in this sense, what signs is she giving you?
Well, every once in a while she was sending me a random flirty picture on Snapchat or just out of the blue. Nobody really talks to me. I have friends, but they don't talk to me a ton. Right. But just randomly out of the blue, she'll just text me saying, "Hey, what are you doing? What's going on?" And I was like, "Oh, nothing much. I'm just sitting watching YouTube. I don't have anything else going on. Why are you texting me?" Because I have social anxiety.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. 1, float out some flirts. You have social anxiety, but it's little baby steps are an easy way to handle that. So 1, when she sends you a cute flirty snap, I'm not saying take your shirt off or anything, but just be like, "Wow." Wow, you look cute today, or you know what I mean? Say "Wow," I don't know, in the halls or whatever, you got a new haircut, you know what I mean? Just give the impression that you're interested, give it to her back, but she's she's reaching out to you. So that's a huge step. But regardless, in terms of texting and keeping a conversation going, you don't want to be dry. So in this, it's kind of I'm trying to think of an example. It's kind of like Dungeons and Dragons, honestly. Do you play Dungeons and Dragons?
Sorry,
Do you play Dungeons and
I
Dragons?
love Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
Yes, I do. I play it a good bit.
So the basic idea is the dungeon master sets the field, and then you play in the world you created. It's the same thing with text. Yeah. You set up a prompt and you conversate off that. I'm not telling you to.
Yeah.
You don't have to Google prompts. You can, and then make it more formulated into your life. But oh my God, Mr. Jackson is such a dick. Whatever teacher she'd be aware of. You'd be like, why? Make up a dumb little story, and then be like, oh really? I think he's nice. It's well, what have you heard? You can just, as long as you have a topic that has enough avenues to run down, you can have a conversation for a long time. You just have to do that, and then
Keep it
2,
going.
yeah, don't be afraid. Don't overcook your texts. I know, with the social anxiety, I'm 100%, especially when a girl you're really into, they text you, "Hey, how you doing?" And then you're trying to figure out how to perfectly say, "Good, how are you?" to be like a little flirty, like, oh, maybe I'll use the word superfluous. No, that's too much. Pull back. But don't over fucking cook your text. Whatever you think you should say, whatever you text your homies, text her. Text the same thing. And then sprinkle in flirts on top of that. That's how you talk to a girl. Be normal and then be flirty sometimes. That's all it is.
I saw this one thing that was like, it's like a game where like you push a little bit, if they push it back, and it starts getting more and more. I
Exactly.
think about this too hard.
Well, you do think about it too hard, but that in terms of flirting, that's exactly the baby steps. Like, oh, like you look nice today. If she goes like, oh my God, thanks, you look cute too. That's you're all the way in the green. If she says, oh, thank you, okay, yellow flag. Ew, don't say that. Okay, you know to stop. But you take that intel, then you build a profile, and you slowly get moving, and it's like the wheels are turning. You're pushing the bus, like just little steps. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
But first things first, you got to flirt. And you can't let this opportunity die because you were too afraid. Worst thing you can do.
Got it. Thank you, Father.
No problem. Bless your heart.
Bless your heart.
All right, I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to accidentally have to show you guys my jean shorts for this costume, but I got to fix the chair. Woo! Look at that. 18 bucks, thrift store. Don't mind the dumpy. I'm actually fix. Why take the second? Move this. There we go. Now I can read.
Call from Shirley.
Shirley, you can't be serious. Hi, Shirley.
Oh my goodness, I didn't think you were going to pick up for a second there.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
Oh, okay, so I have this really big crush on my ex still, but I also have 3 guys who are interested in me and like actively pursuing me. Like one of the guys bought me my prom ticket and he's taking me to prom while I'm getting ready. Today's the day of prom.
Wow, and you're calling me about this?
I'm so concerned.
Dude, listen. So you're a kid, and that's fine. But you gotta understand, exes, they're like a 0% success rate. There's a reason you're an ex. There's a reason it didn't work out, and you have 3 other options. You have a sweet kid who's buying you a prom ticket. You don't have to.
Oh, he already bought it. Like I'm getting ready.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm calling you.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's a sweet kid. Like give him a chance. At the very least, don't think about your ex. Think about this dude as if the ex is not there. Like be like, is he a good guy? Is he funny? Is he sweet? Is he handsome? Does he do sweet things for you?
He's very, very nice. My dad even loves him, and my dad doesn't like anybody.
Bro, give him a shot. Don't be hooked up on your ex. Don't do that. That's like the worst thing you can do. Really, honestly. You still have a crush on him because you have like all these chemicals in your brain that are still stuck on him. It's easy. You know what he's into. You don't have to put the effort in. You know exactly who he is.
It's not even that. It's more like I feel safe around him, and I don't really feel safe around a lot of people.
But
and that's like something I don't give up.
That's what I'm saying. You have to be vulnerable to feel safe. You know whenever you're petting a cat and it shows you your belly, its belly, and you're like, oh, this cat fucks with me. Like,
yeah.
Cats don't do that unless they trust you because that's like their guts and stuff. So, you're a cat with its hair standing up, and you showed your belly. This sounds weird, but you showed your belly to your ex, and that's like, and then you didn't do anything, so you felt safe. But you have to be willing to 1, give up on this dude, and 2, show your belly to someone else.
Okay.
Seriously.
Hopefully prom goes well, because I'm gonna try making moves on him to see if I pick up to see if anything might be there for me. But
yeah.
If there's not,
it's fine. If there's not, it's fine. But
it kind of sucks.
Last chance.
His best friend likes me too.
Okay, well he bought the ticket, so he won. We're not gonna get into that. His best friend can call me later if he wants to talk about it. But he bought the ticket. He won. Give him a chance. That's all I ask. And if it doesn't work out, don't force yourself into it. But in the sense of the ex, he should be you have 3 other dudes. Line them up like bowling pins. Like the ex should be the last chance.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no, because oh God, it's so awkward.
I know. Life's.
I have class with him too. I have class with my ex.
Well, you're almost done. You're almost done. You're a senior, right?
Oh, it's the last 10 days. No, I'm a junior, and these 2 seniors have a crush on me, and a junior has a crush on me in my school.
I would probably focus on the junior because those kids are gonna go away to college, and it's gonna be a mess. But
oh God.
In the meantime,
no, they're going to the community college.
Regardless,
I made sure.
regardless, it's not. That's first of all, it's funny that you made sure. But college really makes
Okay.
people change, and it makes people give up on relationships. It's called the Thanksgiving. What's it called? The Thanksgiving flood or something? Where by Thanksgiving
Yeah.
everyone gets broken up with. Just
Okay.
be smart about that. But right now, focus on the kid you're going to prom with. Okay?
Okay.
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 Bless you.
Hopefully everything goes well.
It will.
Thank you.
Prom's always fun. Have a good one, Shirley. Can international numbers call? Yes. Put 1 in front of the number. Because America's number 1. Remember that. I think it's funny when people are like, what's the international American code? It's 1. We invented the telephone, baby. We get first dibs. So the age thing's a bit fucked. What are we talking about? A year difference? That's not bad.
Call from
Gwen.
Oh, is this the Gwen from the chat?
Yes.
Hi, Gwen.
Yeah, that's my username.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I have a crazy dating story for you.
Yes, let me hear it.
Okay.
Okay.
Edited long, but anyway.
Restart. You got cut off for a second.
Oh, I'm gonna try to make it as short as I can.
Okay.
Okay. So my first year of college, I start dating this guy who's part of my extended friend group. We date for a month and a half, and it gets kind of weird kind of quickly. He asks if it's good boyfriend points every time he does something nice for me. He's weirdly sad and depresso a lot, and kind of guilt trips me into relations, and totally kind of love bombs me, buys me unnecessarily expensive gifts. So after a month and a half, I'm like, I don't like this. I'm not having fun.
Yeah, that's
and I
bad.
break up with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I break up with him and kind of just go about my way. He's still part of this friend group. So we're all in the same group chat. And he just starts showing up to everything that I do. Anytime I make any plans with anybody or anything is put in the group chat, he's there. He is sitting next to me as close as he can get. Yep. And to the point where he will ask other people to move so that he can sit next to me. And this all comes to a head at this karaoke night, because I was in the UK, drinking age is 18, so you can go to bars your first year.
Yeah.
And I kind of had this freak out because I realized that I've been spending the whole night sitting in a corner trying to avoid him being able to sit next to me.
Yeah.
And so I have a freak out, run out of the bar, and he follows me, of course, and asks me what's wrong. And I told him to fuck off, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I get back to my dorm. He immediately sends me this super long paragraph text. I'm just really hurt that you would say that to me. And I think we need to have a conversation about our relationship so that I can get closure.
What relationship? What relationship? You broke up with him, right?
Yes. It had been multiple weeks since we had broken up too. And he had asked me a few times if we could get back together, and I'd said no.
What?
Okay. No, it gets worse.
Oh, God, okay. How does it get?
And
I don't
then-
even want to know how it gets worse. Okay.
So I text him back. I think I was very nice because I was like, I can't talk to you right now, but I will let you know when I'm ready to have a conversation with you.
Right.
Left that door open because I'm a nice person. I think a week later, I don't even know, I was out at one of the 2 clubs, there are only 2 in this town, one of the 2 clubs in my college town, and with different friends, and I see him there, of course, run away, and somehow in the process of running away from him, I leave my phone at the bar.
Oh.
And I don't realize till the next morning that my phone is gone. But thankfully, some dude picked it up, messages me on Facebook, and tells me that he has my phone. And then I also noticed that there's a bunch of messages in the group chat from my ex being like, oh, don't worry, Gwen, I will get your phone for you. I know the guy that has it, I will pick it up. Which, of course, I say, please don't. tell the guy, hey, I think you messaged my ex as well, just so you know, he's my ex. Please don't give him my phone.
Right.
An hour later, the guy sends me a screenshot of his Facebook message thread with my ex, and my ex has texted him 4 times and called him 4 times in a row, trying to get my phone from him.
All right, well,
And then...
wait, before you continue, I want to say someone in the chat said poor guy. Do not sympathize with this man. This is textbook insanity.
I asked one of my flatmates how to get a restraining order in the UK, but I didn't think it ever got to that point. But then when I finally leave my dorm room to go get my phone, my ex is waiting outside for me.
You should have gotten a restraining order on this fucking guy. What did he do?
Well, I basically... I think I just ignored him and walked away. And then when I came back, I was like, you have, the 30 seconds it takes me to get to my door to say your piece.
Yeah.
And I genuinely have no recollection of this conversation. I know that I yelled at him a whole bunch, told him that I was starting to hate him, and that when I got upstairs, one of my flatmates who had had her window open told me that it was some sort of epic takedown.
You just blacked out on adrenaline?
Apparently. And then the thing, he's stopped. He left me alone after that, thank God.
Good.
But we were in the same friend group for the next 2 years. I saw him regularly.
So this is the craziest part to me, because in one of my friend groups, if a dude was doing that, the whole friend group would be like, hey, you're not in the fucking friend group anymore, you creep. What the fuck? How does not everyone take a note on that? That's insane.
Because most of the people in that group were assholes, and I didn't realize until my 3rd year.
Snakes in the grass. Yeah.
Out of 13 people in that group, I only talked to 4 of them.
That's how it whittles down, baby. That's what it's all about. Life's all about having big pools of people in your life, and then when you die, you have 2 of them left. That's what life's all about.
Yep.
Strong.
Pretty much.
Goombas. Fucking homies.
Yeah. But yeah, I said some really shitty things about him and to him.
You didn't.
For the next couple years.
There's nothing you could have said about that guy that, I mean, maybe you said his dick was small. That's about the worst thing you could have said.
I did.
Yeah, there you go.
I did.
I mean,
it was.
Okay. Listen, it's technically unrelated, but I think he still deserved it. Maybe focus more on the fact that he's an insane asshole. But besides all that, I'm sure you're doing better now, Gwen. Are you not?
I'm definitely doing better. I mean, I haven't gone on a date in 3 months, but oh well.
Yeah, that happens. I mean, we're all swinging and missing out here. Don't you worry about it.
Oh, I know. I'm
Listen,
not.
Your name's Gwen, which is super topical right now. The new Spider-Man movie's coming out. You're gonna do well. Trust me.
Well, my real name is not Gwen.
Oh. I'm not gonna make you say your real name, but just tell people your name's Gwen. Fuck it. No one cares.
It's my username in the chat. It works.
I used to lie when I went to bars. And just give fake names because I'm a psychopath. I thought it was just funny. So I would tell people my name was, what was it? It was something about having a big dick. What was it? Oh, Pat Phoenix. That was my name when I went to bars. Pat Phoenix.
God.
And no one ever called me out. But there was one time where I brought a girl home, and she thought my name was Pat. And then then she was like, "What's your?" We hooked up and we're just hanging out there. She's like, "Tell me more about you." And I was like, "Oh, this is gonna go wrong," because I would have loved to at one point be like, "My name's actually Tucker," but it just never came up, and I forgot I gave her a fake name. And then she's like, "What's your last name?" And I was like, "Penis." She was like, "Fat penis." You gave me a fake fucking name, and I was like, it's actually Tucker. I'm so sorry. And I never saw her again. Anyway.
Wow, you're appropriating female culture, except we do it because men are creepy.
Yeah, I was just doing it because it's fun. Whatever. Anyways, Gwen, have a great day. Thank you for calling in. Good story. Bad story, but good story.
Thank you, Father. Have a great day.
Bless your heart. Hey, my name is Tyler. I would never use a fake name. That's close to my real name, and I would never use the name Tyler because I don't like that name. You guys still hear the music? Is it really? I don't know. There's no in between here.
Call from
Aiden.
Aiden, how you doing?
What's up, Father?
What's going on?
So, I don't know. I have a funny story. Maybe funny. We'll see.
Sure.
So freshman year, I was having fun. I'm a senior, by the way.
All right.
Freshman year, I was having fun figuring out like my type of girl that I like to date. You know,
Are you in high school or college?
I'm in high school. Sorry.
Okay.
So I'm talking to this chick. I really like her. So we start going out, but I didn't know how overprotective her dad was.
Ah.
So she didn't tell him about me. I didn't know this. So I go to her house because we live in the same neighborhood. And, well, I bet you can figure out what happened from there.
I want to hear what happened from there. I want you to break it down scene by scene what happened from there.
All right. So I knock on the door. Sorry, her stepfather, not her actual father. I'm going to say that. Her
Regardless.
stepfather he opens the door and he says, "Hello, who is this?" So I tell him my name. He says, "Why are you here?" I say, "Well, I want to see my girlfriend." And he completely is just so confused, and he flips out. He closes the door in my face, and I don't hear anything from her for 3 months.
Oh my! How did he flip out?
This is during summer, by the way. I'm sorry?
How did he flip out? Like, what did he do?
Sorry. I'm assuming that he flipped out, considering he didn't say anything to me.
He
and
just shut
closed
the door in your face?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, so you didn't hear from her for 3 months.
I didn't hear from her for the entire summer. And I go back to school, sophomore year, and the first thing I do is try to find her, right?
Right.
And I can't find her anywhere. I'm asking all her friends, one of her best friends, and she said that she hasn't seen her either. Nobody's texting her. So I finally grow the balls to go back to the house. I don't want to feel like a creep, but you know,
I mean, it's a wellness check at this point if no one's heard from her.
I go to the house, and I don't know how I didn't see it, but there was a for sale sign on the house.
Oh.
So not too long ago today, I know I'm skipping, or not too long ago today, I say, but not too long ago, like a month ago, I finally get a message from her after, I don't even know where she moved, because I didn't hear from her since sophomore year to now.
Wow.
I get a message from her, I think on Instagram, and she moved to Washington, Seattle. Literally all the way across the United States. I'm on the East Coast.
Wow. That is upsetting, because that seems like the dad or the stepdad's kind of a piece of shit. It seems
You're
like
telling me.
Yeah, like I know you're the boy. Like that was hurtful to you because you were dating a girl, but like he just packed up. That's fucking creepy, dude. That sucks for her. Sucks for you too. But holy shit, bro. Did she have a mom?
Her mom was there, but okay. I also need to tell you something about her dad. Her dad's a pastor, and her mom is like under some like trance of him. I feel like she just does whatever he says.
Giving a bad name to the priest out there. Jesus Christ. Dude,
Sorry.
So I will say that in my career, in my professional, I'm not going to say professional, but in my childhood career, I've come in contact with a lot of priests, and I know that sounds terrible nowadays, but
right.
You know, we went to a couple different churches. I went to Catholic school a lot. I met a lot of priests, and there has, out of probably 15 I've met, only one hasn't been a genuine piece of shit. They have this weird power trip because people technically worship them. And they have to go to them to solve all their problems, and they just get these chips on their shoulder. Like, there was one in my middle school who was just like, he got caught for embezzling, which is crazy. He was taking money from the church. But he was just like a fucking dick to the kids. We're children. You're supposed to be a priest. At the very least, you're supposed to be attracted to us. And no, he just hated us. It was fucking ridiculous. I'm sorry that happened to you, man, but I hope that girl's doing okay. What did she say when she reached out to you?
Well, to the end of the story, I was talking to her for a while. We kind of built back our relationship because, or not really, like, I guess, a long-distance relationship, more of like a friendship relationship.
Yeah.
And then one day, these are through Instagram DMs, one day
I see her sitting in the chat because I guess now on Instagram you can see them, they're in the chat. Sorry if you hear my dog's toy squeaking.
You're good. You're good.
So I hear, or no, I don't. I see that they're sitting in the chat, but I'm sending messages and they're not showing up as seen. So I messaged one of my friends to scroll up in some messages, just act like you're reading them back.
Right.
And I'm going to send a message. It doesn't show up as seen. So I know that she was reading back through our messages. But guess who it was that was reading through the messages?
Her stepdad?
Uh-huh. And there was some not so PG-13 things in that message chat.
She was a junior in high school?
Senior. She's a senior in high school, and she's 18. So am I.
Regardless, if you're 16, you're going to, I'm not saying it's good.
You can invade your child's privacy like that.
That's fucking insane. How did you find out it was him?
Because he sent me a message saying, Aiden, this is I don't want to say her name, so I'm just going to say, this is Catherine's father. Please stay away from my daughter and leave her alone. Goodbye. And then I never heard anything back.
I hope that girl gets out of there, bro. I hope she fucking makes it. That's insane. Oh, my God. We should do a search effort. Fucking help her out.
I know, right?
I feel so bad for her, bro. It sucks that you're wrapped up in this, too. And I'm happy that this dude's not going after you because he seems like a dude who would, but Jesus Christ, my guy.
Well, he's tried. He's definitely tried.
In what sense?
He's threatened by some part somehow. I don't even know how, but he threatened my mom with or threatened me with sending or like doing some sort of statutory rape with sending nudes, which I never did when I was a freshman.
What a fucking piece
Some
of
sort
shit.
of statutory rape shit. I don't know.
It's like owning and distributing
or child pornography or something
yeah.
like that. I don't know.
But you didn't do it. He's just a fucking dude.
He's just being a dick.
That's insane. And the fucking pastor's calling you out for that? Yeah, right, dog. Get the fuck out of here. All right. Well, I'm sorry you were part of that crazy story. I'm definitely going to clip that. Just holy shit, my guy. I wish I had something funny to say at the end of this, but fuck that guy.
Yeah, he's telling me.
Bless your heart, my child.
My mind just can't even wrap around it.
Have a good one.
I used to.
That's a toxic household. That's insane. My parents would call this parenting. My parents used to put condoms in my stocking. We are not the same. I'm gonna try and fix my green screen real quick. There we go.
Call from
Allie.
Hi, Allie. How you doing?
Hi.
Hi.
I have a story.
Okay.
It's a little bit of a long one.
Hey, we got time. Go ahead.
Okay. So I've had a friend that I've had for, God, it's like maybe 8 years now. And for the first three-ish years that we knew each other, he used to have like a massive crush on me. Like he would ask mutual friends about me and if I liked him, and every time I would be like, no.
Tough.
I did like him.
Oh, you did?
I didn't. Yeah. But to be fair, I was a child. I didn't really know what love was.
Right. I mean, that's the classic thing where you're like, ew, dating him, but meanwhile you have a major crush on him.
Oh, absolutely. That's exactly what it was like.
Yeah.
And so after a couple years, it must have been about a year before COVID. Yeah. So like 2019-ish. I remember I was watching like his choir performance thing, and I was just like staring at him the entire time, and I was like, oh my God, no way. I like this guy. I was so devastated by that. And it took me a while to accept that. So ever since then, it's been about, 3-ish, maybe almost 4 years now, that I have been madly in love with this guy and like have actively been pursuing it.
You have been actively pursuing it?
Yep, at this point. But the issue is he's very oblivious. Like, insanely oblivious.
Lay it out for him.
Dude, I asked him on a date. We've been on a couple dates. I was like, hey, do you want to go to the fair with me? And he was like, yeah, sure. He doesn't know. He still doesn't know.
Say I want to date you to this moron. Just say it. He's not going to reject you.
No, but what if he does? We've been friends for 7 years. He's one of my best friends.
Dog, he's into you. At the very least, flirt with him a little bit and see what happens.
I mean, he like reciprocates, but then like doesn't at the same time.
Okay, explain. You're going to have to explain that.
Like, at some points I'll send something like flirty or like send like hearts or something like that. And he'll reply and he'll like reciprocate, but in like a stupid like, oh yeah, you're saying this is just friends sort of way.
Because he thinks you're just friends and he's trying to do it damage control. He's not trying to get hurt like he used to get hurt by you.
Oh, wait, yeah, I did like reject him that one time when we were children.
Yes.
So that makes sense.
But I think it's worth, and especially, I have this theory, and the chat agrees, and I've seen it in person. So there are, sadly, gender roles in America, and when a guy says to a girl, like, hey, I actually really love you, I can't hold it in anymore, that ruins the relationship because guys suck. Guys, if they don't get what they want, they're like, well, fuck this, whatever, and it makes it awkward. If you got rejected by him, he's not going to feel weird about it. If anything, it's going to be an ego boost to him. One, I don't think that's going to happen, but if you ask him out and he says no, you'd be like, okay, you seem like someone who'd be able to keep being friends with this kid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not going to make it weird. It's not like, because when a girl gets, or a guy gets rejected by a girl, like then there's all of a sudden like animosity. I don't know how to say that word. All of a sudden there's like this weird issue, and then like guys are scary. They're creepy. They could overpower you, and like it just makes things uncomfortable. But as a girl, you know, you're just like, okay, like one of my friends thinks I'm cute. Sick. That's all it is. Like, just ask him out. I promise you.
But he occasionally will tell me about girls he likes, like every now and then, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this information? Because like we're like best friends.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. That's like once again, it's damage control to him. Like, I'm not saying he's doing that because he wants to show you that he's not interested, but he's just saying like he's like mentally, he's not against the idea. He's just like mentally giving up. He's doing the smart thing. He's doing the thing I would have told him if I didn't know your half of this fucking story. I would have said like, stop, just give up. Because just waiting around for you all this time is not a good idea. But he's oblivious. Now this is changing my idea on how I give guys advice. But he's oblivious because he just decided this isn't gonna happen. I know it's not gonna happen, but it's gonna happen because you're there for it.
Yeah, I guess.
Just there's no reason. I want you to know there's no reason to be afraid. At the end of the day, there's no reason to be afraid. Even if it gets weird, it'll stop being weird after 6 months at the most, and then you can keep hanging out again.
Okay.
But it's not going to get weird. It never gets weird. The chat agrees. It never gets weird. You'll be fine.
Okay, I'll do it.
You promise?
I promise. I'll give an
Put up your
update
pinky.
if I remember.
Put up your pinky.
It's up, holding it out.
All right, lock my ghost pinky.
Okay.
Okay, you promised.
I
That's a
pinky
promise.
promised.
That's
I'm gonna ask him out and then maybe smooch a little bit.
Maybe smooch. Hey, who knows? The world's crazy. All right?
All right.
Bless your heart. Have a good one.
You too.
God damn. Clear's got 0 game. He will not reject you. Yeah, that's a good point too.
Call from
Beck.
What's your name?
Beck.
B-E-C-K?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Dex. That's my brother's name. Okay, what can I do for
Deck?
you? No, I used to call him Deck when I was a little kid, and he hates it. That's the last thing he likes to be called. But anyways, yeah, go ahead.
So I cannot stop thinking about my ex, it's bad. Okay, so it's been 9 months since I've dated him, and we only dated for a week. It's just like dry spell. Like I haven't thought about anybody else but him.
Yeah.
And it's never been like that. I swear to God, it's never been like that.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
You're mentally. First of all, who broke up with who?
He broke up with me, but it was very like out of nowhere. Like the night before, we were like cuddling and we were okay, and then he was like, I don't see you like that. Like, I just see you as a really good friend, and I was like, okay. We were literally cuddling.
Yeah, he's an asshole. He's an asshole. Regardless, you're going through a dry spell. You're looking at with rose shaded glasses. You're in a situation. We all go through this where you're like, well, you know those memes where it's like, oh, I should call him. Like, oh, I should call her. Yeah. There's certain parts of your life where you're like, oh, maybe I'll just reconnect with that person. That's probably not great for me, but easy peasy. It's right there, and maybe I can make this work again. You're going through a dry spell, and your brain it's human nature to find the path of least resistance, but it's stupid, and that's why you're calling me. It's stupid. You're being dumb. You just gotta fight through this, honestly. That's like one of the number one things I want to get across on the show is that exes are not worth it. It's not worth it. One, you look like a loser crawling back. It's not a good look. But two, it won't work out. It only works out.
No, but the thing is, I don't even want to like date him again. Like, he was like one of my best friends before we started dating, and he was like a better friend than he was a boyfriend, and I want to be friends with him again.
Okay, that's fine. I'll let you be friends with him. But you can't.
Okay.
Is that what you're thinking about when you say you can't stop thinking about him?
I can't stop thinking about being friends with him. Every once in a while, it's like, okay, it'd be cool if I dated him.
No. See, that's the issue. That's the issue. If you want to be just friends with him, that's fine. But you can't, because he'll take a shot at you if you let him. Because he knows that no longer the strings are attached. So why not? So you just gotta you gotta lock it down. Be a Puritan woman.
Sure. Okay.
Sure. What do you mean, sure? What does that mean?
I mean, like, I'm just so scared that we're going to go down the same trail. Because that's how we started off. Like, we were best friends, and then we were really close, and then I started liking him, and then we got together.
There's no trail to go down if you don't make the trail. This is not out of your control. Whenever you, like, drug addicts, people who are drug addicts hate AA, Alcoholics Anonymous or Substance Anonymous or whatever. A lot of people hate it because they say you are powerless, you are weak, the addiction has you, and the only thing you can do is give it up to God. And there's this new wave of addiction people who are saying, no, that's stupid. You have all the control. You are the path maker. You're the path maker. It's not like this outside source is like, oh, I guess I got to start dating this guy. You just have to have the self-control. That's all it is. And if you go into it every time knowing, and two, be really good friends with him, but fucking date someone else. Look into someone else while you're doing this.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
I can't. Everybody else. Oh my God.
We just talked about this with the other fucking kid. You're looking. It's like looking at a really pretty picture that you love that picture, and right next to it's a Mona Lisa. You're like, why would I look over there? I've been looking at this picture forever. I love this picture. I know everything about this picture. Like, but the Mona Lisa's right there. It could be right there.
Yeah.
You just gotta keep your fucking eyes open. You gotta be looking around.
All right.
Okay.
Yes.
Promise.
Thank you, Father. Yeah.
Nope, promise.
I promise.
Okay, all right. Just wanted to hear you say it. Okay, have a good one.
You too, Father.
Bye-bye. She's going to get back with her ex. Immediately, she's going to get back with her ex. Mona Lisa's overrated. Well, since it's been destroyed, yeah? Didn't someone rub a cake on it or some shit? Does Satan live stream? The Satan does not live stream. No. I'm afraid to live stream a Satan because I don't know what people are going to say when I get them on the phone. I'm afraid they're going to say some fucked up shit. I'm going to get banned off Twitch. We have a good community here. Ooh, international.
Call from
Alex.
Alex, where are you from?
Yeah.
Hello?
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 Hello? You can hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Sorry. I'm from Texas. My bad.
Why do you have an international number?
Because I am stationed in Germany.
Okay, there you go. What can I do for you?
So, I'm gonna try to keep this short and simple.
Okay.
Pretty much, I've known this girl for about 2 years or so, and the time I've known her, she's been having a boyfriend, which I respected the time I know her, but we've just been really good friends ever since. Recently, she kind of broke up with her. She kind of broke up with him because I guess he was just being toxic, and then we started talking a lot more, may have developed some feelings along the way, and I don't know how to handle it.
Is she giving you signs back? That's the first thing I want to know.
Well, the thing is, I don't know because I don't want to be misreading it or,
Well,
or overanalyzing it.
Well, what signs do you think you have?
Bit. We were just on the phone. I'd be like, flirting is like a low-key kind of flirt. She'd be taking it very well, joking back and forth kind of shit.
Yeah.
And, my bad. I don't know. Am I allowed to cuss?
Yeah, you can swear.
Okay. But, yeah, just little back and forth kind of stuff. And I just been on the phone with her a lot.
I think so. Here's the thing. The only thing we're dealing with in terms of negativity is you don't want to be a dude who just like waited for someone to get single. She thinks you're a really good friend, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh no, you're not single. Your intentions have been shown. So, and then like, you know what I mean? Like girls get so bummed out when they think they have a good friend, and then all of a sudden they're like, they get single, and then all these guys come out of the woodworks like, I have a boner for you, and they're like, God, fucking damn it. So, what we gotta balance off this is you got to put more time and effort into the situation to really know what's going on. So yeah, you send a couple flirts and get it back and forth, but toe the line a little bit further. Say something a little explicit. Like don't say something gross, but maybe have a conversation about romance or have a conversation about sex. Maybe not directed towards her, but bring that up. She seems comfortable talking about it with you. That's a great sign. Shit like that.
Well, how would I go about doing that? I'm a bit shy.
Okay. That's funny you said you're a bit shy, but you're on an internet show with a priest. But,
I know, right?
I mean, how open are you guys about, have you talked about anything sexual before?
Yes, like here and there, but it's like, I never try to go too deep with it, because at the same time, I kind of, like I said, she had a boyfriend at the time, I kind of don't want to know.
So, if you have the kind of conversation, like I've done this before, where I sometimes, as a priest, watch porn, right? We all do. It's 2022. So if she's one of those people that you think she probably also does, like maybe if she's I don't want to say the word prude, but if she's not that open sexually, probably not. But like I've had conversations with a girl, I'm like, I just saw the weirdest fucking porn. And then you're like, what? And you just you make up a story, I don't know. But then after that, the conversation keeps going, and you're like, well, what category was it? And you're like, oh, amateur. You're like, oh, really? It's like, yeah, what category do you go to? You can just have if she opens up about that conversation, then it's like, okay, she's willing to talk about that with you.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually a pretty good go-to. People in the chat, Father, how dare you?
You really think that can be considered a good sign? I feel like that's like kind of, I don't know, like as an adult, that would be kind of normal.
Is that kind of normal in your relationship with this person? Well,
not necessarily. To be honest.
It's not. It's fine. It could be like seen as surface level shit, but then you kind of turn it into like what someone's into. So you're like, oh, I like to watch. I'm trying to be because we could swear, but I don't know how much we can go into. So let's just say missionary. I really like missionary sex, and you're like, oh, is that like is that your favorite position? Then you can ask her like that, and then be like, well, yeah, like I like that. Like, it's like, really, I'm more of a from behind guy. I'm trying to, it sounds corny when I'm talking about it, but you could, use more flowery language. You're like, oh, really? Like, then you can start talking about each other's preferences. And if she opens up about that, then that's a good sign.
All right.
I know you're shy, but this is like.
Yeah. But I don't know. I'm saying, should I like take my time with it? Because like I said, she just kind of got out.
Yeah. Definitely. Don't rush this. I forgot to mention that. Like, yeah, she just got out of a relationship. Slowly build. Make sure she's aware, but give her space. Don't force this down her throat. Pause on that. I know we just talked about porn. Bad choice of words. But you know what I mean. Take it slow. You don't want to rush her off this.
Mm-hmm. All right, then. Thank you, Father.
No problem. Have a good time in Germany.
You too.
Even priests in y'all. Sometimes I look at ladies. Porn can't be a sin, it's art. That's actually not true. It's adultery. It's lust. Never would have expected this. Father just watches porn for the acting. I'm here for the plot. How did you get stuck in that washing machine? I want to know.
Call from
Gorilla.
Oh, you called last time too, didn't you?
Yeah.
What did we talk about last time?
Well, I was just calling to thank you for your advice, but now I need more.
Okay.
So last time I told you, sorry, it just surprised me you remembered me. Anyways, last time I told you, I was waiting for a response back to go out and do something with her,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you remember that. I ended up going. She got bored at work, so I ended up going and sitting with her for the rest of her shift. Right.
Mm-hmm.
We sat and we talked. We had a good time. It was like 2.5, maybe 3 hours. I sat there. We talked the entire time. Walked back out to our cars. Both still having a great time. Right. Well, after we left there, she started leaving me undelivered for like hours on end, which really isn't like her. Repetitively leaving me undelivered,
Right.
When she does respond, she's being really short. She left, and I know it's not a big deal, but it is a little bit to me because, it's this first time I've ever been in a relationship, and that the streaks kind of showed like how long we've been talking, and it kind of meant a lot to me. We had like a 64-day streak going on. She let that die, and she's just not talking much. And I asked yesterday, I sent her a text with hey, everything okay? You seemed a little quiet today. And she said, yeah, I'm just busy and distracted. And I did notice that, when she was not talking to me, she was still like active.
Right.
And like, she did the same thing again today. She tried to talk a little bit, but it's still like, being left undelivered for 3 hours at a time, which just is not like her. And I'm kind of, I don't know if I'm overthinking it or...
No, these are definitely signs that you should be aware of. So you're going to have a tough conversation in terms of like not just saying, hey, are you okay? We should say like, hey, I'm noticing these things making me either worried or anxious or making me feel bad. I just want to know what's going on. Give her an avenue to talk about it. Open up that street because it might not be the best conversation. She might say, I need some time to think or whatever. But it's better than just letting this fire slowly die. By bringing it up, one, it shows you're confident, shows you have good conversational or good communication skills. It's going to be like sending text on that. You're going to probably close your eyes and hold your hand in your face like, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. But it's important to do that just because, one, you get things out in the air. Two, you're not wasting anyone's time. And three, it'll either benefit or end it. But it's better to figure out what the fuck's going on so you can fix it. Because, like, let's say at that dinner you didn't know it, but maybe you fucked up. Maybe you said, you voted for a political person that she doesn't like. Some shit like that. Like some dumb thing that freaked her out. You can discuss it. Yeah. But you got to get it out in the air first.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I was just confused because, like, we had already gone on a date. She had been over to my house once already, and she hung out with me and all my friends we had a campfire that a couple days before that, and this just kind of caught me off guard. Do you think that I should maybe let it go? Because obviously tomorrow's the weekend. She doesn't work on the weekends. See if it continues on in tomorrow.
No.
If it does, then talk or
bring it up ASAP, probably.
Okay.
Because if it continues, it continues. Like if it continues until midnight tonight, fucking bring it up. Maybe not at tonight, but tomorrow morning for sure.
Okay. Yeah, because I know. Yeah. All right.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
No problem. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
It's tough. Not the forest green polo. What are you guys talking about? I got a bucket hat and sunglasses if that changes anything. What the fuck are you guys talking about? Doing fashion shows?
Call from
Kun-hee.
What's your name?
Kun-hee.
What can I do for you?
I'm Asian.
Okay.
Which I'm not saying the slur.
Yeah, no, yeah.
That's what you're worried about.
No. I wasn't even worried about that. I didn't hear you. What can I do for you?
Yeah, sorry. Okay. Okay, so have a crush on this girl. Started sitting next to her during school. Problem is, school ended, so I just kind of asked her out to like boba as friends.
Right.
Kind of like trying to just do natural progression shit. And yeah, I'm sorry, I'm bad with words.
You're good. You're good.
Okay. Yeah. No. She said yes, and so we probably are going out to Boba sometime next week. I don't know what the fuck to do.
Ah!
I haven't. I've never gotten this far, man.
It's that plankton meme. I don't know. I never thought I'd get this far. But
I didn't.
it's, dude, you're gonna be fine. Just treat it
Okay.
like it's one of your boys. Be funny. Be goofy. Honestly, don't even
Yeah.
think about kissing her or she's gonna be pretty. You're gonna be nervous.
No. Bro, I did that. I'm just trying to feel things out to see if there's a chance.
Exactly. She said yes, dog. You already have a yes. That's what you got to realize. Like, yeah, you're probably like she's feeling you out. You're feeling her out, but she has enough interest in you already to say yes to this situation. So you're already winning. Go into this with a winning mentality. You're already steps above anyone else who's ever asked her out because she said no to that person, right?
That I would assume. Yes.
Yes. So you're doing good so far. Go into it with that mentality. You already won. If this doesn't go well, like, I got to take her on a date though.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. That's true.
This is one of the hardest things I had to learn, but it changed my life. Is just like job interviews, dates, shit like that. Go into it like I already won. Like I don't got to prove myself. Act normal. Act casual, which is gonna be impossible because you think this girl's cute. But it's one of those things you're just like, I already won. Like fuck it. Like if I don't get anything else out of this, it's like getting invited to. It's like you're a comedian. This is what I think about because I'm a comedian. You get invited to like a talk show. You do a stand-up set on Letterman and you bomb. It's like, well, fuck it. I was on Letterman though. I got on one of the biggest shows. Like, you don't worry about these things if you already progressively made a better choice in the past. You know what I mean? Like you fucking won. Go into this like whatever. Who gives a shit what she thinks? She already thought I was cute at one point. All right.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
No problem. Have a good one, my guy. I wish you the best of luck. You'll do fine.
Thank you, Father.
Stop caring. I walked around today, even when I wasn't doing the interviews, I walked around in this priest outfit on the train. People were looking at me in these jorts. In the jorts. And I didn't care. There's enough freaks out there. Might as well be one.
Call from
Peach.
Hello?
Father Tug?
Peach?
Oh my god, yes, it is Peach.
Hi, Peach. What can I do for you?
Hi. I'm also, if you hear screaming, I'm at Dungeons & Dragons group right now, and they're screaming in the other room, so.
All right.
Yeah. But you were live, and I needed to tell you this amazing story I have. It's extremely funny.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so my girl best friend is, she has a twin, and her twin is dating this guy, this straight guy. I'm talking to Father Tug. Please leave. Father Tug, stop. He's a priest. He's amazing. Stop. Anyways, I was going to talk to this guy that's dating my best friend's twin, but turns out he's extremely straight and I'm a man.
Okay.
And the other issue is he's talking to this girl, but he keeps flirting with me. Like at lunch, whenever we hang out, he like tries to skip class with me all the time and like do all this stuff. So now I'm confused. Is he like trying to get with me or is he trying to be friends? Like, that's that issue. And so I was talking to my friends about it, and turns out he thought I was cute until he found out that I identified as a guy.
Right.
Right. So I'm like, you're an asshole and everything.
Right.
And so I'm telling him he's an asshole, and he's obviously doing like the white boy stutter where they're like, what? Well, no. And my friend interjected, and he was like, I'm not gay, but I'd totally fuck you, and I'm not going to lie about that. And I was like, I just thought it was baffling. I was like, the audacity. What are you talking about? And then his girlfriend found out and was extremely pissed off about it, obviously, as one does.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, because you can't like say that like you're not gay, but you'd fuck a man, but
Like, you have a girlfriend. Like, you just can't say that. And so she was mad at him about that, which is reasonable. But 2 days ago, this is really messy, and that's why I wanted to come to you with this, because it's just a bunch of mess, but I just walked away from it, but it's a bunch of mess, and I needed to share. And 2 days ago, he found out that she's cheating on him with his best friend.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what I expected your reaction to be. Yes. But I also do need some advice with that. Should I stay walked away, or there's more that he said to me, but I didn't tell her that? And do I tell her and like potentially mess up the friendship that we have, like his girlfriend, because I'm obviously best friends with her twin sister, but I'm also like friends with her. Do I tell him what she said, or do I just leave it be? Because like the dust is settled now. Like it's all done and over with. Everyone's done with the fighting and everything. No one's talking to each other anymore, other than like me and like the friends that I have.
Leave
so
it.
Do I
leave it?
tell
Drop
her?
it. No.
Leave her?
Yeah, she already knows something. She already knows something was wrong. Like it's a very common thing where people get cheated on. They want to know everything about it, but it does nothing to help. It's all negative benefits. So don't bring it up. Let the dust settle. Move on with your life.
Just let it go?
Yeah.
Even though I kind of do feel guilty about it.
It's not your fault.
Like, done completely?
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
If anything, it's going to just reflect poorly on you, because she's going to put those bad feelings towards you. Like, fucking drop it. It's not your responsibility. It was his fuck up. It has nothing to do with it. She already knows he did something wrong. You don't have to go into the extent of what wrong he did. Just leave it.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
Okay. Enjoy your D&D, and you should probably date one of the nerds in D&D, because they're going to be a lot more fun.
I should definitely try. You're right.
Go get it. Bless your heart.
I will. Love you.
Bye. Kids these days, the fuck's going on? What is going on? Why are kids... I didn't want to ask her how old she was. But... Or he was. Sorry.
Call from
Lucas.
Lucas, how you doing?
Hey, Father.
What can I do for you?
So I don't need advice right now. I could have used it like a couple months ago, but no, I just got a good story.
Okay,
I
here
thought
for
it was
it.
pretty good. Last year, there's this cute girl at my school, and I had a crush on her,
Mm-hmm.
and I asked her out, and she said no. But so then, to try and get over her, I asked out her friend, and she said yes.
Nice.
And it's like her best friend, and so like that lasted like 2 weeks, and I broke up with her. So then but like her friend like has had a crush on me for a long time,
right?
And like still likes me, but then like I still like her, and or I did, but I've gotten over it now. So yeah, and I'm pretty.
Wait, so what? No, you gotta have to. I got confused. So you started dating her friend and you broke up, but you still have feelings for the other person, or you did?
Yeah, I did for like a long time, and I asked her out again, where I was going to, but then her friend, her other friend, convinced me not to, because she's like, oh, that's a bad idea, don't do it.
Well, are they still friends?
Yeah, they're still friends.
That's crazy. I would
But,
have really
and
thought
the
you
the
started
one friend that I dated, like, still has a massive crush on me and flirts with me very often.
But you're not.
I don't want to tell her I'm not into her.
You gotta tell her you're not into her.
Yeah.
You gotta
I
do that.
figured.
She deserves it. Stop wasting her time. Like, it's a lot easier to just, even if you're just giving her nothing, just being polite to her, people can get delusional and you feel like you're gonna make her feel like she got let on. So it's better to just air it out. Be nice about it. Like, hey, you're a great person. I'm just not interested in you romantically. I'm very specific with the people I like, and then move on from there. But you should tell her regardless.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
No problem. Bless your heart, son.
Huh?
Bless your heart.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Pete, you were 16. You sounded like a toddler. Your voice Maybe it's the phone too. Sometimes people call in and they're like 12 and they sound like they're 34. Maybe I'm not a good judge of age. Sweatpants are a no-go. Jeans is all we got. We can make them work. What is happening? Is someone going on a date? I did do the interviews. Yes, Victim Gamer. Oh, speaking of which, I probably have time for one more call. I gotta get editing on that. Apologies. Big day for me. Also, may I reiterate, the Patreon! We launched it! Do you want a third stream? Maybe even like a third Discord call stream type thing where we all play Jackbox games or some shit? Check it out. Instead of subbing, perhaps purchase a Patreon. It'll be worth it, I promise. And you get so much more out of it instead of just me reading your name. And another thing we're going to do for the Patreon is I'm going to give everybody who subscribes to the Patreon shoutouts. Once a month, I'm going to go through everyone's name on the Patreon and do a little fucking thing on the stream for you guys.
Call from, okay. I've sent the caller to voicemail. Goodbye.
I didn't even say anything. For fuck's sake. You're fine, Peach. Thank you. Oh, yes, we want that. I'm giving shout-outs, baby, to everyone who joins the Patreon. If you're broke, that's fine, because you didn't even subscribe to the regular thing. That's fine. I'm just saying if you're going to put your money towards me to support me, which I really appreciate, so I don't have to take time off of work to do this. If you want to support me and you're doing it through the subscriptions, you might as well just do it on Patreon. Father, what Trinity? You gotta get moving. Call this person. Hey, don't wait, bump, make you put your hands up. Hello? Hello?
What?
It's Father Tug.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi.
What's your name?
Victoria.
Victoria. What can I do for you, Victoria?
I have a little story.
Sure.
So just like one random Friday, I was like celebrating my friend's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So we were all like out together and stuff, and I just like decided to add random people from my school on Snapchat because why not?
Mm-hmm.
And so I added this one guy, and we actually like started talking, and we became friends and stuff and whatever, and we would talk like every day, and then like I started a group chat with him and like one of my close friends and like another guy from his class, and so we were all like friends and we were talking and stuff, and we'd like call and just like play games and mess around and stuff, and then like I gained a crush on the guy that I wanted.
Yeah.
And so and then for some reason, just like there were some days where like my friend and the other guy would just like leave the two of us on a call alone, and we just like sit there and just like play games and stuff. It wasn't that awkward. And then one day, just like out of the blue, we were like talking, and the topic of a crush came up, and I told him that I liked someone, but I said I wasn't gonna tell him who I liked, and he just like kept questioning me and stuff, and then we started just going to like calls and like just with the two of us instead of with the whole group, and he would just like ask me whenever we were just like playing a game or something, and he kind of knew it was him by like the second day he was interrogating me, because he like said all the guys in his class, and he left out himself, and I said no to every other guy. He literally questioned every guy but himself, and I said no to every single one of them.
Right.
And so then he kind of knew, and then he was like guessing it one night, and he actually figured it out, and so like. And then for like the next 2 weeks, we just like called every night, just not even like playing games and stuff. We just to talk. And then like last week probably, he started talking to another girl from my class, and so like they became friends, and like the me and that other girl were friends, and so he would like he was friends with her, he was friends with me, and like he knew I still had a thing for them. He vowed that he would never tell me who his crush is, that he would tell me the day he graduates. And then so he started talking to this other girl, and then just like out of nowhere he'd start talking about her on calls with me, and I just kind of sit there and be like, okay. And then he like just like one day I was talking with him, and he was like, are you jealous of me and the other girl? And I said no, and he was like, don't lie to me, I know you're jealous. And then he just every day he just like antagonized me about it, and then he'd tell me about her like right after, and I was just kind of pissed off by it.
Yeah.
And then he pulled a stupid prank on me where he pretended he was mad at me for a whole like 2 days, and then he finally told me it was a joke while I was like in the middle of like I was about to go to like a second grader's first Holy Communion mass, and then he finally told me it was a joke, and I was kind of pissed at him. And then my friend like took my phone and blocked him for me. I don't know what I was doing, but I unblocked him, and I like still talked to him. And then we like called again, and I was like talking with him, and we had a school dance in like 2 days. And he was like talking to me, and he was saying, oh, I bet the other girl will talk to me before you do. And I just kind of like left the call because I was so pissed at him. And then I felt bad, so I got back on the call, and then I was just like talking with him and stuff, and then we like said goodnight to each other or whatever, and then he I come home the next day to see he has blocked me on Snapchat and TikTok, and I still had his Discord. He forgot to block me there, so I just like I don't know I don't know what I thought was gonna happen, but I just like I messaged him like, Dan, you blocked me? That's kind of low for you. And then he went, oh, my mom had my phone, she probably blocked you. And I just said okay. And then like the dance like 2 days later, he still had me blocked. And he showed up, and I was there with the other girl, and we were like hanging out and stuff. And she like told me about him and stuff, and we figured out like the whole time he talked bad about her to me, and he talked bad about me to her because he just wanted drama. So we were both kind of like pissed at him. And then he showed up to the dance, and he was like a loner there. And then the day after the dance, the girl tells me that he told her, or he like asked her, do you like me? Before you answer, I just want to let you know that I really, really like you. And she just straight up like rejected him, and he was like kind of sad about it. And then they were like hanging out at school and stuff, and she'd like tell me a bunch of stuff about him, and then she'd tell me like whatever he said about me. And now like I'm not talking to him anymore because he still has me blocked, but like I see him like every day at school. I can't necessarily avoid him because the teachers are gonna find out. It's obvious if I avoid him, so I can't really avoid him. And then so I was involved with another guy back in like January, and we're like on okay terms, but him and that guy are friends. And like Tuesday or something, we were walking around campus, and the two of them were walking, and they saw me, so they started like calling out my name and stuff until the point I turned around, and then they were like laughing and running away. And we had like a prayer service that morning, and so we were like sitting, and his friend was just like punching me in the back, so I would think it was him. And he just like, apparently he's just been like talking shit about me to all his friends, and it's just weird.
Yes. You gave me so much information. I mean, I don't even know where to. I don't know what to say. That guy's a dick. Keep him out of your life. He's terrible. That's a terrible guy. You shouldn't be caught up on him at all.
No, but like the thing is,
Wait, we can't.
Alone.
We.
He was sitting alone at some tables the other day at school, and I felt bad.
Okay, that's on you. That's on you.
I don't want to feel bad.
Don't feel bad. He's a piece of shit. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't want to, but I feel bad for him because like the girl isn't really talking to him anymore.
I don't care.
So he's like alone, but
He's
I feel
manipulative.
bad.
He's a piece of shit. Walk out of there, okay?
Okay.
Bless your heart. Ah. 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 Now we're gonna do a raid. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. One last huzzah. Go to the Patreon. You see the pain I go through for this show. Make it worth it. You'll get stuff out of it. Shout outs, free streams, merch discounts. I don't know. Just go check it out. It's gonna be cool. Ooh. 45 folks, 46. Let's get to 50. 49, 50.